See, compound interest. Okay, now I will make a statement here. Okay, I'll make a statement here. Is the spelling correct? SUCCESS, successive. Okay, successive increase. Okay, successive increase is nothing but, okay, is nothing but compound interest. Compound interest. So this is my statement. Okay, so compound interest ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it is nothing but successive increase. Okay, now let me prove you my statement. Okay, ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನೀಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. Okay, now let us say, okay, I'm just taking a totally different example for this. So let us say there is an article. Okay, let us say there is a product, okay, which is to be sold. Okay, there is a product in a shop which is to be sold. All right, sorry, and the price of that product is X rupees. Okay, price tag irtadalla eno on the price, let's say it is TV. Okay, let's say it is TV. Fine, so the TV adu price tag anta heli irtadalla, let us say it is X rupees. Let us say it is X rupees. Okay, now I would like to increase the price of this TV. Okay, I don't want to sell this at X rupees itself. Okay, I would like to increase the price of this TV by 10% first. Okay, so increase by 10% first. Okay, and then I'm not satisfied with 10% increase, I'd like to increase it by 20% more. Okay, 20% more. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಮೊದಲು ನಾನು 10% ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೇಲ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಟಿ ವಿಯದ್ದು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಐಲ್ ಡೂ ಇಸ್ ಐಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಬೈ 20 more percent. ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟಿ ವಿ? Can you tell me the final price of the TV after two successive increases of 10% and 20% on the original price of X rupees? Yes, any of you? No idea? Fine. So I'll only tell you. Okay, ನಾನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. Now see here, initially it was X rupees, yes or no? So the price was increased by 10%. So the final price must be 110% of the initial price. Agreed? Is this understood? So this is the final price. This is the final price after the first hike of 10%. Correct? Right? Fine. Now further I have to increase it by 20% more. I have to increase it by 20% more, right? So what would be the final price then? What would be the final price then? Simple, it would be 120% of the initial price. Yes or no? 120% of the initial price. ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು 20% ಹೈಕ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ನಾಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ 20% ಹೈಕ್. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಟೂ ಸಕ್ಸೆಸಿವ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ 10% and 20%. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ವಾಟ್? X into 110% into 120%. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? Okay, fine. Now if I reduce this a little, okay, 0 gets cancelled, 0 gets cancelled, 11 by 10 I cannot simplify, 12 by 10 I can, 2 6s and 2 5s. So this would be X into 11 by 10 times 6 by 5, 11 by 10 times 6 by 5. So is this understood to all of you? Is this understood to all of you? Where is the marker? One second. Okay, so this is the final price, okay, or final value. This is the final value after two successive increases in the price. Okay, this is the final value or final price after two successive increases of 10% and 20% on the price of the TV, right? Yes. Now I will do the same calculation now, but with a different method. Okay, ಇದೇ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಬರುವಂಥ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದೆ. Okay, but I'll use a different approach this time. Okay, I'll use a different approach this time, and that approach is called the ratio method. Ratio method ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Okay, ratio method ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Now observe. So first increase in the price is what? 10%. Second increase in the price is what? 20%. Right? So 10%. So can you tell me the fraction equivalent of the percentage 10? What is the fraction equivalent of the percentage 10? It is 1 by 10. Yes or no? And 20% is equivalent to what, sir? What is the fraction equivalent of 20%? It is 1 by 5. Yes or no? Okay. So simple ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, if the original price is 10, if the original price of the TV is 10, it is going to increase by 1 rupee now. Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand? If the original price of the TV is 10, okay, it is going to increase by 1 rupee now. Yes or no? Or in this case, if the original price of the TV is 5, it is going to increase by 1 rupee now. Yes or no? Correct? Yes. So can I say that? Now see here, I'll just convert this to a ratio. Okay. So modalige 10 idre, okay, if the initial price of the TV is 10, okay, it is going to become 11 rupees now. Am I correct? Am I correct? Yes. Now in coming to this part, if the original price of the TV is 5, okay, it is going to become 6 now. Correct? Correct, all of you? Understood so far? Yes. Okay, now see here. Okay, I will multiply these two. I'll multiply these two ratios. Okay, fine. 10, 6, 2 5s are 2, 3s are 6. Yes or no? Now tell me, what is 5 into 5? 25 is to 11 into 3. How much is that? 33. 33. Yes or no? Right? Okay. Now, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? This is nothing but final price to initial price to final price. Yes or no? Initial price 25 ಆದರೆ final price after two successive increases of 10% and 20%, the price is going to become 33. The price is going to become 33. Yes or no? Right? So in other words, I can say that final price would be 33 divided by 25 times the original price. Yes or no? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. Are you able to understand? No? Fine. Then observe this part now. Observe this part. X into 6 and 10 both are divisible by 2. Correct? 2 3s and 2 5s. Correct? So finally, numerator nalli ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಉಳಿದಿದೆ? 11 into 3, which is how much? 33, divided by denominator. What is left out? 5 into 5. What is 5 into 5, sir? 25. Yes or no? So what is the final value after two successive increases? What is the final value after two successive increases of 10% and 20%? It is 33 divided by 25 times the original price. Yes or no? And here, what is the answer? What is ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಕ್ತು? ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 2 ಸಕ್ಸೆಸಿವ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಬಿ ಅ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡದ್ದು, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇಫ್ ದ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಸ್ 10, ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ 11, ರೈಟ್? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್. ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಬರ್ತದೆ? ಸೇಮ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಟು ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸೇ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ 25 ಆದರೆ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ 33, ರೈಟ್? ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ 33. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಸೊ 33/25 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? Are you able to understand? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. Some of you did not understand, I guess. Okay, observe this. Observe this now. Now this time you will definitely understand. Final price to initial price, the ratio is 33:25. Yes or no? ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಅದು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? Now, so can I say that final price is 33 divided by 25 times the initial price after cross multiplication of this? Definitely I can. So 33 divided by 25 times what was the initial price? What was the initial price? It is X rupees, yes or no? So final price is what? 33 divided by 25 times the original price. ಈಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ? That is what I have written here. That is what I have written here. Clear? Fine. So this is, I'll be using this method in the problems. I'll be using this method to solve the problems. That is ratio method. Okay, that is ratio method. I'll give you one more example. Okay, I'll give you one more example. No need to write this. Okay, I'll give you one more example. So after seeing that example, things will be more clear to you. Okay, fine. Okay, this time I'll give you a problem. Okay, you have to solve it and tell me the answer by ratio method. Okay, two successive increases of okay, 11 1/9%, 11 1/9% and 12.5%, 12.5% is equivalent to an increase of how much percent? Is equivalent to what percent increase? Okay, this you have to answer. Is equivalent to what percent increase? Okay. Okay, now see here, last problem nalli I forgot to tell you one thing. So finally ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಕ್ತು? ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಈಸ್ 33 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 25 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಅಂದರೆ ಓಕೆ, ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ದ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಟು ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ 33:25, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅಂದರೆ 25 ಇದ್ದರೆ ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗಿ 35 ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 2 ಸಕ್ಸೆಸಿವ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ 10% ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 20%. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Increase ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು? Final price minus initial price you'll get the increase, which is how much? 8. So what was the percentage increase if I ask? What will you do? It is increase in the value with respect to initial value, which is 25 into 100 you do. Yes or no? You'll get percentage increase. So this is nothing but 8 times 1/25 times 100. Okay, 1/25 of 100 is 4. Yes or no? 100 ಅನ್ನು 25 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಈಚ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 4. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ 8 into 4? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 32. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಸೇ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ 2 successive increases of 10% and 20% is equivalent to a single increase of 32%? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್? Is it clear now? Two successive increases of 10% and 20% is equivalent to an increase of 32, is equivalent to a single increase of 32%. Okay. Clear aita? Hage, in this problem, I want you to find out two successive increases of 11 1/9% and 12.5% is equivalent to a single increase of what percent? Okay, is equivalent to a single increase of what percent? $25, that's right. 25. Okay. Did you do it by the ratio method, Mansa? Yes, fine. Now see here, all of you know the fraction equivalents of these two percentages, I believe, right? So 11 1/9% is equivalent to what? 1/9. Yes or no? All of us know 1/9 times 100 is equivalent to 11 1/9 or 11.11. Yes or no? Percentages concept, conversion of fractions to percentages, right? Okay. So 11 1/9 percentage is equivalent to a fraction of 1/9 and 12.5% is equivalent to 1/8. Yes or no? ನಿಮಗೆ 12.5 ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ? 12.5 1 12.5. ಓಕೆ, 12.5 2 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್? 12.5 ಡಬಲ್ ಇಸ್ 25, ರೈಟ್? 12.5 ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್, ಓಕೆ, is 37.5. You keep on adding 12.5 to the previous numbers. Yes or no? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 12.5 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ? 37.5. 37.5ಗೆ 12.5 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ? 50. 50ಗೆ 12.5 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 62.5. 62.5ಗೆ 12.5 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 75. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಯು ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ 12.5 8 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್? 12.5 4 50 ಆದರೆ 12.5 8 ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಆಫ್ 50 ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ 100. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ 8/100? ಸಾರಿ, what is 12.5? Okay, just observe this part. What is 12.5? It is 100 divided by 8. Yes or no? 12.5 is 100 by 8 or 12.5 is equivalent to 1/8 of 100. Yes or no? 100 by 8 can be written like this also. Artha aitala? So 12.5% is equivalent to the fraction 1/8. Okay. ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ, 12.5 ಟೇಬಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. 62.5%. 62.5% ಅಂದರೆ ಎಂತ ಬರೀತೀರಾ? 5/8 ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ 62.5 ಈಸ್ 5 times 12.5. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ಸೊ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್, if the initial price is 9, the price is going to increase by 1 unit. Yes or no? Here initial price 8 adre, it is going to increase by 1 unit. Okay, so what would be the ratio of initial and final prices? So if it is 9, it is going to become 10. Okay, and if it is 8, it is going to become 9. Yes or no? So by the ratio method we multiply. Yes or no? Why we multiply, you know, correct alla? So 9 gets cancelled, 2 5s are 2 4s are. So this means if the initial price is 4, the final price is going to become 5 after 2 successive increases. Yes or no? Right. So final price to initial price, the ratio is 5:4. So percentage increase I asked, no? Therefore percentage increase would be, so 4 idre 5 agide anta helidre, the increase in price is 1 with respect to initial price, that is 4 into 100 you do. What is 1/4 of 100, sir? It is 25. It is 25. So therefore the conclusion is what? The conclusion is what? Two successive increases of 11 1/9% and 12.5% is equivalent to a single increase of 25%. Is equivalent to a single increase of 25% in the price. Understood? All of you? Okay, fine. In that case, I'll give you one problem. Okay, I'll give you one problem. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಇದೇ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ I'll give you one problem. You solve it and give me the answer. Okay, and the problem is based on compound interest. Okay, see, compound interest ನಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೇ ಆಗೋದಲ್ವಾ. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಎರಡು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾನು 10% ಹೈಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಮತ್ತು 20% ಹೈಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಐ ಟುಕ್ first 11 1/9% hike, next 12.5% hike. Yes or no? 12.5% hike. But what happens in compound interest? Compound interest ನಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ 10% ಹೈಕ್ ಆದರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ 10% ಹೈಕ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ರೈಟ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 11.9% ಹೈಕ್, ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ 11.9% hike. Yes or no? But I took different values, okay, to explain the things to you. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ನಂಬರ್ಸನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ದ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರಿಮೈನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಗ 10% ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಇನ್ ದ 10th year ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು 10% ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಕನ್ಫೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ನಾಟ್ ಟು ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಓಕೆ, ರಿಯಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ದು ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Every once in a while the bank revises the rate of interest that it gives, right? Yes, fine. So take the problem. So what sum at 10% per annum rate of compound interest? Okay, what sum at 10% per annum rate of compound interest, okay, in 2 years, okay, will give you an amount of 2,420 rupees. Okay, will give you an amount of 2,420 rupees. Okay, this is the question. Also you find the compound interest. See, I'll repeat the question again. What sum will amount to 2,420 at 10% per annum compound interest, okay, in 2 years? Also you find the compound interest in 2 years. Fine. 2 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಿ, ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಪಿ ರುಪೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ 10% ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮದು, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ 1.1 times ಪಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಆರ್ 110%. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ 110%, 110 by 100 gets reduced to what? 1.1, no? 1.1. So I'll simply write 1.1 times P. And in the second year also you are going to get 10% increase. But on what? But on this price, yes or no? So again it will become 1.1 times of this price. So that is 1.1 times P. ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಸಿವ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? 2 successive increases ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ of 10%. 2 successive increases of 10%, yes or no? So I can apply the same method which we learned, correct, along this as well. So final price is this much. Okay. So I'll go by the ratio method. Okay. Fine. So 10% in the first year and 10% in the second year, right? So 10% fraction equivalent is 110. So here also it is 110. Means if the initial price is 10, it is going to increase by 1 unit. Means, so the ratio of initial to final prices would be 10:11. Okay. And in the second year also 10 ಇದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ 11 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ 2 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟು ದಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಸಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಶೋಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಯು, ರೈಟ್? ಪಿ ಇಂಟು 1.1 ಇಂಟು 1.1, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತಿದ್ದು? 11/10 ಇಂಟು 11/10, ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಯು ಆರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ರೇಷಿಯೋಸ್, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? 10:11 ಇಂಟು 10:11 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಮೆಥಡನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ನಾನು ರೇಷಿಯೋಸ್ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ 10 into 10 is 100 and 11 into 11 square is 121. 121 means after two successive increases of 10% and 20%, okay, if you had invested 100 rupees, your sum will become 121 rupees. Your sum will become 121 rupees. Okay, now see here, this amount is given, howdalva? 121 rupees is nothing but, according to the problem, it is 2420 rupees. Yes or no? 121 units is equivalent to 2420 rupees. So hagidre what is the conversion factor? Or see, if 1 unit is equivalent to 2420, okay, calculation illi ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡ. So let me do it here. Okay, if 1 unit is not 1 unit, if 121 unit is equivalent to 2420 rupees, what is 1 unit is equivalent to? ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? 121 ಅನ್ನು ಆಚೆಗೆ ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? 2420 divided by 121 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 1 unit ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ 1 unit is equivalent to 121 2s are 242 20. ಸೊ 1 unit is equivalent to 20, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅಥವಾ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 20 ಇಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ? 2420 ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಸರ್? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 100 units. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಸೊ 100 units is equivalent to how many rupees? You multiply it by 20. 20 into 1 is 20. 2 zeros extra you put, 2000. So the principal is 2000 rupees. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? See, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, 1 unit is equivalent to 20 rupees ಆದರೆ 100 units must be equivalent to what? 100 into 20, 2000. ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? All of you understood this? If not, please let me know. I'll explain it again. Okay, yeah. CI is what? 420 rupees. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ನಿಂದ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ? ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ 2 years ಆರ್ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ 2 years, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ 2420 ಇಂದ ಇದನ್ನು ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ? 420 rupees. So that is nothing but what? The compound interest in 2 years. Compound interest in 2 years. Clear? So these are the answers. Principal is 2000, compound interest in 2 years is 420. 420. Understood? Okay, to give you more clarity, I'll solve it by the formula based method as well. Okay, to give you more clarity, I'll do it by this formula based method as well. Okay, so we all know that compound interest is given by, okay, formula based method illi, okay, amount is given, amount formula we know, yes or no? In case of compound interest, P of 1 plus R divided by 100 whole raised to the power n. There is no mention of compounding. Compounding andre ಏನು? ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇನ್ ಅ ಇಯರ್, ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ದಟ್ ದ ಕಂಪೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಡನ್ ಆ್ಯನ್ಯುವಲಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟನ್ನು ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, R by 100i whole to the power ni ಬರ್ತದೆ. I ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1 ಆದರೆ n into 1 is n itself. ಓಕೆ, n into 1 is n itself and 100 into 1 is 100 itself. 100 into 1 is 100 itself. Okay, so then you get this version of the amount formula. Alright, so amount is 2420 is equal to principal we don't know, 1 plus 10 by 100 whole raised to the power 2. Okay, simplify ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರಬೇಕು? ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರಲೇಬೇಕು, 2000 ಬರ್ತದ ಇಲ್ವಾ ನೋಡಿ. ಬಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ 1 plus 10 by 100. Okay, 100 ones are 100, 100 plus 10 is 110. So it is 110 by 100 the whole square. 0 0 cancel ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Okay, remaining I'll do here. 2420 is equal to 11p into 11 square 121, 10 square 100. So p must be equal to 100 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, 121 ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. So it is 2420 into 100 divided by 121. So 121 ones are 121, 2s are 242, 20 is a 2420. So remaining is 20 into 100. 20 into 100. So 20 into 100 anta helidre putting 2 zeros at the end of the number. Yes or no? So what is the principle, sir? What is the principle? It is 2000. See, we got the same answer. Yes or no? Principal 2000 agi, amount to 2420 adre compound interest must be 2420 minus 2420, or else you can use the formula also. You will get the same answer. Clear? All of you understood this, the ratio method? Yes or no? ಏನು ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ? ಯಾರೂ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay. So whenever I ask a question, please say yes or no, because that way I'll get to know whether you've understood or not. Okay, because I'm not seeing your faces here, no, so it is very hard for me to know whether you have understood or not. All right. Okay, shall I continue? Okay, I'll give you one more problem now. Okay, similar one. This time you have to do it on your own. Okay, shall I clear this? Shall I clear the screen? Okay. Now, okay, I'll just write the data here on the board. You have to find the sum. Okay, rate of interest per annum is 16.2/3%. Okay, rate of interest per annum R, okay, is 16.2/3. Okay, and number of years is 2. Compound interest in 2 years is 780 rupees. You have to find out the amount. Do it quickly and tell me the answer. See, for this previous problem, okay, hold on a second. For the previous problem, some of you might think like this. Okay, I'll just write the problem again here. Innonsala baritane. R is 10. Okay, number of years is 2. Compound interest is question mark. Amount is given to be equal to 2420. Sir, ನೀವು unnecessarily complicate ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. Simply you can do it like this. Okay, if the principal is P, in the first year it is going to become 110% of P. Okay, and in the second year it is going to become 110% of this value. Yes or no? So total amount is given to be equal to 2420. So this must be equal to 2420, right? So 11 into 11, 121. 121 1s are 121, 2s are 242, 20 is a 2420. So P would be equal to 20 into this 10 into this 10. Yes or no? That is 100. 21s are 20. Put 2 zeros at the end. So the principal is 2000. ಸೊ ದ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಇಸ್ 2000. ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಡಿಡ್ ಎನಿ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್? ವೈ ಡೂ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್? ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು 2000, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 2420. ಸೊ ದ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ 2 years ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ದಿಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ದಿಸ್. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? 420. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಹೀಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ವೇ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅದು ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಮೆಥಡೇನೆ, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ this itself is also ratio method. If it is 10, it is going to become 11. Yes or no? After 10% increase, right? After another 10% increase, it is going to become 10 by 11. So ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ? 2 successive increase ಅಂದರೆ this into this ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? The final price would be initial price into 121 times 100. Okay, fine. And remember this, friends. Okay, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವೇ ಉಂಟು. Okay, there is another way of solving this problem. Okay, okay, I want you to take it as a note. Okay, all of you please write a note. Please write a note. Okay, if a certain sum of money P is invested at R% per annum for 2 years, R% per annum for 2 years, then the total return would be write down in the next line, R plus R into R, or simply saying R square divided by 100%. Percentage of your investment, which is P. ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ನೋಟ್. ಇಷ್ಟು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, R plus R square by 100% of your principal, that is P. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನೀಗ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಇಸ್ 2000 rupees. So this much data is given. You have to find out, ಇದು ಬಿಡಿ, you have to find out the compound interest, okay, in 2 years. All right, so see here, so what is the rate of interest? R, it is 10. So total return in 2 years would be 10 plus 10 square divided by 100% of your principal is to 2000. Yes or no? So 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 10 square is 100 by 100 is 1% of your principal, which is 2000. So 20 plus 1 is 21% of 2000. Yes or no? So percentage ಇದು 2 0 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ 21 into 20. 21 into 2 is 42. 21 into 20 must be 420. Isn't it correct? ನಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ಬಂದದಲ್ಲ ಆಗ, 420 rupees. Yes. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ದ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ದೆರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಉಂಟು. ಓಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಆಯಿತಾ? ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ಸಾಲ್ವ್. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಫಿನಿಶ್ಡ್ ನೋಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡೌನ್? ಇದೇನು ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಆಯಿತಾ? ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬೇಡ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಟಿಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನಫ್. Okay, shall we get back to the problem now? ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಟನ್ನು. ಓಕೆ, now okay, now 16 2 by 3%, 16 2 by 3%, okay, is equivalent to what? See, first year allu 16 2 by 3% return ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, and in the second year also you will get 16 2 by 3%. second year ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, n is equal to 2 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, right? Yes, so 16 2 by 3% is equivalent to the fraction 1/6, yes or no? So in the first year also you are going to get 1/6 of your investment, and in the second year as well, in the second year as well, right? So 6 idre 7 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. In the second year also, if it is if your principal is 6 units, the amount would be 7 units. So in 2 years it would be how much, sir? You multiply these two ratios, 36 idre 49 ಆಗ್ತದೆ, 49 ಆಗ್ತದೆ, right? Yes, now see here, what is given to us? Compound interest is given to us 780 rupees. So interest ಹೇಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್? ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನಿಂದ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ interest ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. So let me do it now. What is 49 minus 36, sir? It is 13, and 13 units is given to be equal to how much? 780 rupees, yes or no? So 1 unit is equivalent to what? This divided by 13, 13 6 is 78, 60 is a 780, 60 is a 780. So I just found out what is 1 unit equivalent to, right? So what are we supposed to find now? Both principal as well as amount, yes or no? Sari, tondre illa, no problem. Principal is how much, sir? 36 units, and what is the amount equivalent to? 49 units. So 1 unit 60 rupees adre 36 units must be equal to 36 into 60. 36 into 60, how much would that be? 36 is 180, 6 6 is 36, 180 36 is 216. 180ಕ್ಕೆ 36 ಕೂಡಿದ್ರೆ 216 ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Right? So and 60 ಅದು 10, so you put 10. So principal is how much? 2160 rupees. And the amount would be how much, sir? Very easy, you multiply that by 60, you'll get the amount. So 49 6 56 is 2, 56 is 300, so 49 6 must be 6 less than 300, that is 294. So 60 of the 10, 2940. Any doubts you ask? So this is the answer. Principal is 2160, amount is 2940. ಇದೆರಡನ್ನ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬರಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿ? What should we get if we less this from this from this 2940? ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರಬೇಕು, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 780 ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, 2940 ಇಂದ 2160 ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮಗೆ 780 ಬರಬೇಕು. ಬಂದರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. 14 minus 6 is 8, 28 minus 21 is 7, so 780. So we are getting 780, that means both the values are correct. Understood? All of you? Okay, so is this done? Shall we go to the next one? Mugita barkondu. Shall I give you the next problem? Yes, fine then. Now see here, for the next problem I'll give you only 30 seconds. For the next problem I'll give you only 30 seconds time, okay, after I finish writing the questions on the board. Okay, so you have to tell me the answer within the 30 seconds. All right, Okay, so I'll write the question. Principal is question mark, time period is 2 years. Okay, rate of interest is 11.1 by 9% in the first year, okay, and 12.5% in the second year, okay. So rate of interest illi constant illa, okay. From first year it is 11.1 by 9%, second year it is 12.5%, okay. And compound interest is 480 rupees for 2 years. 480 rupees for 2 years. So you have to find both principal and amount. You have to find out principal and amount. Okay, your time starts now. We have the first answer in 1 minute 10 seconds. Okay, 1920 is the principal. We shall see. Okay, I'll only write what is required, absolutely required this time. Okay, nothing else. ಏನು ಬೇಕು absolute necessity ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರೀತಾನೆ. You try to understand. Okay, so first year it is 1/9 return, so that means 9, 10. Yes or no? Next 12.5, we know that it is equivalent to the ratio 1/8. Okay, so if you invest 8 rupees, you'll get 9 rupees. So in 2 years, 9 gets cancelled, 2 5s are 2 4s are, so 4:5. 4:5. Yes or no? Interest is given 1 unit, that is equal to 480 rupees. So 4 unit must be equal to 4 times 480. Okay, 4 times 480, 20 less than 2000, that is 1920. And 5 units must be equal to 5 times 480, 120 less than 2500, that is 2380 rupees. 2380 rupees. No, sorry, 100 less than 2500, that is 2400 rupees. 2400 rupees, that's all. Clear? So this is all you will write in the exam. Okay, ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಫ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು? Okay, sorry. So let's go to the problems now then. Okay, so this is all about this is the introduction to compound interest. Okay, ಇಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಟ್ಯಾಕಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ, ಆಯಿತಾ? ಸೊ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ನಾವು. Yeah, 840 it is. Correct. 840 is the right answer. Okay. The simplest method to solve this problem being, okay, 10% increase ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ 11/10 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ 11/10 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ Okay, of the principal is to 4000 rupees, yes or no, right? So estaagtade, this is nothing but 121 by 100 times your principal 4000. 2020 gets cancelled, 121 4s 484 10 4840, amount estaagtade. Okay, amount would be 4840. So ನಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಿರೋದೇನು, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್? ಅಮೌಂಟಿಂದ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲನ್ನು ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. 4840 ಮೈನಸ್ 4000 ಇಸ್ 840. 840. This is one method. This is method 1. Okay, method 2 being the ratio method. Ratio method, which all of you are very familiar with now. 10% for the first year, 10% for the second year also, means 1/10 1/10. Okay, so ratio of initial to final amounts would be 10:11 and 10:11, right? So this is 100 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 121 ಆಗ್ತದೆ, right? But principal is given to be equal to, principal 100 ಅಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೆಕ್ಕಾಚಾರದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ, so that is given to be equal to 4000. So 100 ಇಂದ 4000 ಹೇಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್? ಇಂಟು 40 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಸಿಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟು 40 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 121 4s is how much? See, or else this is not required. We need only the interest component, yes or no? So interest component ಎಷ್ಟು ಸರ್? 100 ಇಂದದ್ದು 121 ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ interest component must be 21. So if see 100 ಇಂದ actual value ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 40 ಇಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ 21 is in its equivalent to what? 21 into 40, yes or no? 21 4s are 84, 21 40s must be 840. So the interest is 840 rupees. Understood? Amount ಲೆಕ್ಕಾಚಾರ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ, because that is not required for us, right? We need only the interest value. Is this method clear? Ratio method. Yes or no? Be quick. Yes, please answer. Have you understood this ratio method? Okay, fine. Now there is one more method, method 3. Okay, what is that method? Okay, I'd given you a note, remember? Okay, if a certain sum P is invested at R% per annum for 2 years, yes or no, then the total return would be what? R plus R square upon 100% of your principal, yes or no? Of your principal. So I'll be using that method here. Okay, so illi what is the rate of return, sir? What is the rate of return per annum? 10%, yes or no? 10% ಆದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು 10 plus 10 plus 10 square divided by 100. This will give us 21%, yes or no? 21% of your investment. What is my investment? 4000 rupees. I'll not write this, okay, every time. So 21% of 4000. Okay, or else it is same as ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, I'll go by the concept A percent of B is equal to B percent of A. So 21% of 4000 must be same as 4000% of 21. 4000% of 21. You know 400% andre 4 times ಆದರೆ 4000% must be 40 times. Yes or no? So 21 4s are 84, 21 40s are 840. 21 40s are 840. The simplest of the methods is this. The simplest of the methods is method 3. Clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Or else you can go by the formula also. Compound interest is equal to P of 1 plus R, which is 10, divided by 100 whole raised to the power 2 minus 1. So simplify ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ಬರ್ತದ ಹೇಳಿ, same answer. 4000 of 10 by 100 is 1 by 10. 1 plus 1 by 10 is 11 by 10. 11 by 10 the whole square minus 1. So this is nothing but 4000 of 11 square is 121, 10 square is 100, minus 1. So this is equal to 4000 of 121 by 100 minus 1 is 21 by 100. 21 by 100. So 100 into 20, 4000 into 20 gets cancelled. Remaining is 40 times 21. So 4 times 21 is 84. So 40 times 21 must be 840. 40 times 21 must be 840. So this is the formula based method. Method 4. Okay, but we won't be using formula based method anywhere to solve any of the problems. Okay, all the problems can be solved by the concept itself. Okay, concept ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಟ್ಯಾಕಲ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. No need to make use of formula anywhere. Alright, shall we go to the next one? ಇದು ಮೆಥಡ್ 4 ಬರೆಯುವ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Shall I change the screen?